Kcee on this.
Growing up in Ajegunle was a blessing.
5-star music.
My father was a DJ.
We live in God and we live in.
I grew up in the industry in a tough way.
Sit back, listen. I'm on a from.
Yeah.
Now your own tomorrow, be my own.
Yeah, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's BMK, your good boyfriend. My name is Kcee, and this is my exclusive with HIPTV. Stay tuned. Yeah, so the journey has been good and nice, and started from my hood, way back in Ajegunle. I would say about 25 years ago. That's when we started finding our feet into the industry. But professionally, 23 years now, I've been in the game, and it's been amazing. It's been rough, tough, but still sweet, and we're still going. A great question. Well, I've been relevant because, first of all, I think I love what I do and I'm passionate about it. And I also make sure at every point in time I'm not distracted, no matter what anybody says about me. And also, I have the energy to always flip the Kcee brand from this point to that point, because I know when you stay to one thing for too long, people might get tired of you. So at every point of my career, I always try to diversify into some other genre of music or style or whatever, branding of myself and all that. So I think that has kept me in the minds of the people every other time to still know that, okay, this guy is still here to stay,
But marriage tell me say 1 + 1 na 1. Me and a bomb.
Yeah, growing up in Ajegunle was a blessing as far as I'm concerned. It was a blessing because the lifestyle in Ajegunle was rough and tough for us, but that was what propelled someone like me, trying to make sure I get a better life, get a better future to get out of, the level we were in then. So a lot of youths around me were hustling, playing soccer, developing talents, and that gave me energy. I remember I was playing soccer, also doing music by the side, hoping that one of them could work, and at the end of the day, it worked for me. And I would say that environment impacted a lot. I remember there's one place they call Ragged Chapel. That's where we go to learn how to, do dance hall vibe. We go there to do raga music and all that. Opportunities to do the music was every corner in Ajegunle. So it really helped me to polish up my music before I got out of Ajegunle. Yeah, what it means to me to be out of AJ. Well, it means a lot. Like I said, it's a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise that I didn't know until I got out of Ajegunle. I knew that, that was a very strong route for me, to be strong. Because if I was born in wealth or something, maybe I would have been distracted or try to do something else that I'm not, supposed to do. But I went into music and entertainment generally because I loved it and it was in me. So I think it was a blessing in disguise, but I didn't know when I was there until I left. Yeah, well, when I went solo with Presh, it was exactly what I said when I started. Like, I don't care about what anybody says about me. It's about what I say about myself and what God says about me. When I broke up with Presh, a lot of people said, in fact, somebody said to my face, my sister's friend, you don't even have good voice. He's your friend that can sing very well. You're hiding under him. Better go and beg him. That I felt so bad. One other person was like, it's time for you to go back to Onitsha to start selling clothes. That you cannot sing. They thought I've lost it, but those words were like encouragement. They were encouraging me to keep pushing. But I knew that the confidence I have and the thing I have inside of me, nobody can see it. Only me can make people understand it. So I needed to work harder and make sure people see what I have inside of me. And that was what happened. I just focused on my craft, myself, my talent, less talk, put in more work. And with no time, everything just showed up and differentiated themselves. So It's just about my belief and the grace God gave me.
I know say life not the rise and be take gently.
Starting up a solo career was very tough because then you need to go to all the TV stations, radio stations to drop your music. Not like now you can just, on your phone you can create a file and send it everywhere. Transportation to move around was difficult. A whole lot of drama, to make sure you get success was hectic. But against all odds, I was very strong and consistent and persistent to get success. So that was how it worked for me, though. That's a tricky question, though. I think for me, I have a story that is very unique in the industry. My story is very unique because at every point of my career, I always get a break. Every point, I always get a different break. So the first break was when we won the first talent hunt organized by the brewery company. The little boys from Ajegunle, I was a teenager then and never expected to win such huge opportunity of showcasing what I had. So I remember then I broke in tears, not because I won, but because I knew I was looking for that opportunity. So that was the biggest break I needed, and God just gave me at my 10 when I was very young, and I used it. And I did about a decade with my partner then, Presh, and we were successful in so many ways, got a lot of awards, name it, and I went solo. And when I went solo, just a year and a half, boom, I got Limpopo, which was like another big break. That was a huge break for me that took me more global and got more awards and more recognition globally. So I think the both mean a lot to me, at every point, because when I was in a group, we got the Star Quest break, and after that, I got Limpopo as a solo artist, and I think those are amazing. Then in between that, after a minute, I changed it again. I got another genre of music that is not Limpopo, which was a cultural vibe I give out to my fans today, and it was also like another break, opening a new market altogether. So for me, I think I'm one of those artists that have enjoyed different break and different genre of music, successfully in the industry. I think I grew up in the industry in a tough way, where a lot of flowers were not given when it was due, when it was necessary, but at the end of the day, I started getting a lot of awards and all that. But I've learned something, that I don't really care about awards, flowers. I care about rewards, which is the funds I get from my clients. That's the best flower I want, because a lot of artists have been tricked and deceived with a lot of flowers, and they go to sleep and they go to relax and they forget they need to put in work. And at the end of the day, they can't find themselves in the industry. 95.5% of the people I started music with are gone. Nobody's in the industry. I can count with my finger, not more than one or two that are still in the industry, you know what I mean? So that alone is the biggest flower I need for myself. I don't need anybody's validation. I just need my fans to be excited, enjoy my music. Any other flower, I have it. God has given it to me. Being relevant, successful till today for me, trust me, I won the HIPTV 2022. What else do you want me to talk about after 23 years? That means I'm doing well.
Cha-cha-cha, Ibo Kwenu, Rianu, Kwezwenu. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, I'm so excited to be on this stage again. This is like the fourth or third HIPTV I have, and I love you all. Thank you. God bless you all.
Woo! It was a beautiful moment. It was a great moment stepping out. The first ever HIPTV that was celebrated in America, and I got an award and I got a chance of performing. Trust me, money cannot buy that. I felt so honored, blessed, and what more can I say? Yeah, the difference between good boyfriend and bad man, Kcee. Well, it's same thing, same bad boy thing. You know, when you want to be a bad boy, be a good boy. When you want to be a good boy, you can also be a bad boy. For me, I'm just selling and reinventing myself and repositioning myself. You know, so the BMK for me is, I'll tell you the true story about it. So I was about to sell a dance hall genre of music at some point of my career, and I've recorded this album titled Father of a King, a whole 10-tracker album of dancehall. And when I was about to release a project, a lot of artists released a lot of projects that year. That was the year after lockdown 2020. And my distribution companies were like, we can't drop this album now, let's do it next year, 2021. And I'm like, no, I need to drop this thing now. While we were going back and forth, I got the cultural praise, and boom, I said I must release this December so that nothing will go past me. And when I dropped it, that changed my whole plan. Everybody was just on that vibe, so I needed to keep that and do more of the cultural vibes. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of it, and went on, and it was so successful and huge. And I suspended that and played the whole high life energy to my fans, which they appreciated, which I'm still ripping off from now, still at this moment. And right now, I'm taking back the Badman Kcee up again, you know, and definitely the sounds you're gonna be hearing from me now are gonna be different, more of the Afrobeat sound and dancehall sound. That's what you'll be hearing from me now.
Oh yeah, come make me talk again. I need more of your love again.
Yeah, well, I started with gospel. The first ever song I did in my career was gospel, She Baba, and my first album was gospel. So I was raised in the church, and I've always loved to sing for the Lord. So I felt that was another time He needed to use me to, you know, deliver His message to strip clubs, bar, and you know, every odd places where they don't take His message to. He needed to use His Son to take the message there. I'm just a messenger. So He used me, and He's using me well, because I know I'm a Christian here. You know, sometimes people think it's on till when you start preaching or carry Bible every day or Quran every day. For me, I think Christianity or your belief is here. So for me, I've always had that here, and it was easy for me to show it out to the people and what I have inside. A lot of people didn't know I started from the church. So when I gave that, people were like, hello, how come? Trust me, that has been inside of me for years. So it was easy for me to do. I just felt it was the time God called me, and I picked the call one day and I deliver. And now I move on. He can call me again, I will pick it.
Baby, hold me.
Pastor Kcee with tattoo. Hey, what the Lord cannot do does not exist. Well, honestly, I'll be honest to you, like I've always said that to myself, that I think I will end up a pastor. I don't know, he always come to me that I think, but I don't want to pick any call that does not belong to me. I don't want to pick any missed call. I just want to make sure if I'm going in there, I receive a good, proper call. So for now, I'm not thinking towards it. I'm okay where I am. But if God called me like He called me to deliver message to strip clubs and other places, I will continue my job. Who am I?
Cause out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, if a plan of retiring, never. I've never thought of it. I think music is one of those things you can do even when you're on your wheelchair. You can still sit down and sing. The voice never grow old. It's always there for you to use. So I'm not thinking of retirement anytime soon. And even if I have the whole money in this world, I still want to sing because I love it. It gives me joy. That's the easiest way for me to ease pain, stress, whatever. So there's no time for retirement.
I throw it for you.
If I look back at my career, I think I remember the point when I was with Presh. That was the point. It was tough, you know, and it seems like everything was not together, and we decided to go into business. I even went to Dubai, and we imported furnitures, got a showroom on Allen, put up our furnitures, you know, baby Allen, trying to start selling furnitures. And in between that, I was like, okay, I think, music is going to be over soon. That was when I decided to get married. I got married and try to just leave everything about the music. And boom, after the marriage and all that, me and Presh broke up. And I was like, okay, another challenge. I just felt like, okay, let me prove myself. And that was when I picked up again and like keep pushing. And since then till date, no going back. So that was the only time I've ever thought of pulling back.
No, baby. Oh, yeah.
To be honest with you, I have two big motivations in my life, and one is me. I always motivate myself. Each day I wake up. For those that know me or that work with me, that stay around me, they know I'm always restless. Every other day, I'm restless. I'm always hungry of new success. That's what God has created and put in me. Then secondly, my biggest motivation also is my those criticizing my work. Each time they do that, they make me want to fly and excel. So I urge them not to stop. Keep sending in those hate words. That's how I get the success. Like any day you stop, I think I might have a problem. So continue with your hate words. Tell me that I'm stupid. Tell me I should leave music. Tell me that I don't know how to do anything. Just keep saying it, but let me be going to the bank the way I've been doing. Please don't stop. Any day you stop, I'm getting a problem with you.
Yeah, you must keep your mic pressed so high.
Now, those people that send me love and good words are the reason why I'm alive. If not for them, who am I singing to? Who am I dancing to? Those are the ones that have been giving me the money I'm talking about and the flowers you think I needed from some set of people. Those people that are dancing to my music, that believe in my brand, those are the rewards and they are words I need. And I have them every time and they're always there for me. So I love you guys that love what I do and love me. I know you all and you guys know me. We know ourselves. Good vibe would never lie. I love you guys and thank you for always supporting me.
With your big back boom, play for me.
With my experience in the industry, and in the industry, if I want to talk about the industry, I've been there for over 35 years. Like, my father was a DJ and my father had a record stores around Ajegunle there and about 4 of it. So I grew up in the music background. Like, I was going to the market, buying music, coming back to the store to sell, go to parties and DJ from my primary to secondary school to all my life. So I know a lot about the industry. Like, if I sit down and tell you about the industry from when Fela was alive, like I met him one-on-one, I know the story about the industry. So this is the best time ever in the industry. This time might never repeat itself again. It's a divine time for Nigerian music. It's a divine time for every genre as far as Nigeria is concerned. The searchlight is on Nigeria. I remember there was a time it was on Makossa music and the whole world was dancing to Makossa music. We don't even care what they're saying. But today, the light is on us, and I think we give God the praise and we need to just make the good use of an opportunity every day of our life and achieve and get a whole lot of things corrected and let it go. And now, when I started my music, I remember I used to trek to Alagbado. I would trek from AJ, come to VI to come and distribute my music. Those things don't happen anymore. Today you can just be in your bedroom and tweet your song and boom, everybody's going crazy. You can just put it up on any of your platform and boom, they pick it up from there. Before anybody talk about you, even the person that wants to talk about you need to trek to go where he wants to talk about you. So it was difficult, but today social media has helped everything. Technology has changed the world, so it's easier, softer, and it also makes the creativity easier. You know, then we used to sing on ADAT. For those that might know what ADAT means, that means before you go to the studio, you need to do rehearsals over and over to make sure you miss your lines or you sing off key. If you do that, you're spending more time, more money for ADAT. So today, you can sing off and you get pitch correctors, you have a lot of things, guiding the recording. So it's a sweet time for me and I'm happy I'm also part of this time. It makes the job easier after learning the hard way and experiencing the sweet way. Trust me, it's a blessing.
So
It's STG.
Their patience is just like this. So my advice would just be, they should add more patience to their patient. They don't have time to take a lot of rubbish, you know, which is also good though, but at the same time, I think I implore them to be a little bit patient and, you know, aside from that, they're amazing. This generation, this time, they're amazing. They don't wait for anybody to do anything for them. They don't wait for the government. They don't wait for their parents. They just want to fly and excel. And I think that's one thing I'm proud of about this generation. And I think you can't tell them anything. You can't tell them anything they don't want to do. And for me, I would never condemn this generation. I always appreciate them. But before now and now, there are good and bad. So right now, there is also good and bad. And the good is a lot. So let's appreciate the good thing, you know. I think I tried to do that some time ago during my Limpopo era, and I was duped. About 70,000 US dollars I gave to some dudes to do a collaboration with Pitbull. And trust me, these guys, I don't want to say his name is a Nigerian, you know, but everything is okay. So I got discouraged of trying to pull up some of those stunts. But now, like, the business is open, the industry is big right now, so watch out, anything can happen. I'm not big in, you know, sussing for collaborations. I like to do what I love to do. If anything come my way, I grab it. If it don't, the ones I can go for, I will. I'm just easygoing, you know what I mean? So anything can happen. Boom, that's a big task for me. 3 words. Well, 3 words for me would just be believe, consistency, and versatility. Those 3 words are what make up Kcee and my whole entire journey. Do you understand? I don't play with them. Yeah, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boyfriend Kcee BMK. I want to say thank you for staying tuned, watching me say my story. I know you guys enjoyed it and you picked and learned 1 or 2 from it. I love you guys. Stay tuned and keep watching HIPTV, the best among the rest. I love you guys. Peace out.